afternoon, everybody. Bert here. Happy to see y'all again. It is late Wednesday afternoon on May the 11th, and I am in my truck and headed out to my next adventure. Today, I'm heading out to French Creek in western Pennsylvania. Going to do a 16-mile paddle with an overnight from Cochranton, Pennsylvania, down to Franklin, where the French Creek empties into the Allegheny River. I hear this is a beautiful trip. Really looking forward to it. And I have a special surprise when we get there. So you're just going to have to hold on to see what that surprise is. But for now, I'm in the truck. I have about a 5.5 hour drive in front of me, and hopefully I don't get in there too late tonight. But bright and early tomorrow morning, we'll be on the river and ready to go. We'll talk to you folks soon. All right, folks, good afternoon. As you can see, we have made it to French Creek, and it is Thursday, the 12th of May, in the town of Cochranton, Pennsylvania, and we're about ready to do 8 miles from Cochranton to Utica, Pennsylvania, on the French Creek. Now, I told you on the way up that I had a surprise for you today, and if you can see, I got a couple of boats here. It's not just me, but I'm also joined by my best new friends, Matt and Heather. Matt and Heather have their own YouTube channel called Wanna Go. And they've been following Bert's adventures for a while. I have no idea if all three of us are in frame here. Yeah. But they've been following Bert's adventures for a while. And we become friends on Facebook, and we see each other's notes. They live in Arizona, they're doing a cross-country trip for a month, which is awesome. And they just happen to be visiting family out here in Pennsylvania. And Heather reached out to me and said, hey, we're gonna be in PA and we would love our own personal Bert's adventure. Yeah. So yes, we figured it out, right? And we made it happen, and got a couple days off from work, and we're out here on the French Creek, and it's supposed to be beautiful and awesome, and I am super excited. And in the background you can hear we got
the Wanna Go Dales.
Finn and Chewie are getting a little ready to go.
They're antsy.
They are ready to go. That's our puppies. So they're going to be with us too, and we're looking forward to it. So we'll check in on the river and be right back. Talk to you soon.
See ya, people.
Alrighty, folks. We are on the French Creek. Got a little bit later start than we planned, but we did it. It's about 12:30. We got 8 miles to go. And as fast as this water's running, I don't think time's going to be an issue. So, getting in the water with the dogs, bit of a challenge. The launch is all washed out from the storms. Now this is nice. So, folks, here we are on the French Creek, and a little bit about this river here, Creek River, whatever you want to call it. This was just voted and won Pennsylvania River of the Year for 2022. So from what I understand and from what my good friend Jeff tells me, this is one of the most biodiverse streams east of the Mississippi. It's known for having just about every freshwater species of fish in Pennsylvania is here in this body of water, and something like 25 different varieties of freshwater mussels. Didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, what a beautiful place. You can hear the croakers are out. Trees are just coming into bloom. It's really pretty. And, so far, really enjoying this. Finny loves his daddy. Yeah. Hi, Finn. I'll make you a YouTube sensation, Finn. Chewie, hey, hi, Chewie. Somehow Chewie
come here.
Jumped out of Heather's boat and went over to Matt. Heather, I think that's their way of saying Matt's the fun parent.
Yep. You got it.
Here. You want me to get him or not?
Chewie, go back with Mama.
Chewie, come on. Chewie, come with Mama. Chewie, come on.
Catch you.
Come on, Chewie. Come on.
Good.
So they both go.
They just want to be together.
So we just stopped, had a nice little lunch break. Let the dogs run around a little bit, stretch their legs. I didn't get any video of that. The dogs I should have, because they're pretty funny. We've been on the river for about 3 hours. No, about 2 hours. We have no idea how far we've gone. No idea. The map is pretty useless. And since none of us know anything about this place, we're really just kind of winging it. And just going with the flow. I guess we'll recognize it when we get there. But I'm so far enjoying the day. Matt and Heather are really nice people. Their dogs are awesome. They're really good dog parents. The boys are well loved. Oh, there's a deer. But it's weird being on the river and not knowing anything about it. Like, I tried to do some research on this, and there's just not a lot out there about the history of the river and landmarks and things like that. Yeah, I usually like to talk to guys. I'll tell you what I know, or what I think I know. But don't have a lot of wisdom to impart here.
Backward paddle.
There's Finn. There's Finn. There's Mr. Chewie. So I'll say that this paddle is, I knew it was going to be a mellow paddle, but it's even more mellow than I anticipated it being. It's really just a chill little float. There's spots where it's moving okay, but a lot of it is just long flat sections, so it is a lot of paddling. All right, folks. So here we are. We're at camp. Finished 8 miles on French Creek from Cochranton to Utica. We're staying at French Creek Farms campground. This is really a cool little place, and we have it to ourselves. So we are right on the creek. You can see our campsite here. My boat is here. Heather and Matt have their boats down by the water. You know, I got my little tent set up. We got fire going. Both of us were all prepping dinner. Matt and Heather have their tent. They're good to go. The dogs are pretty much done for the night. They're wiped out. But this is a cool place. We met the owners. Ken and Beth are the owners, and we met Nick, who's one of their helpers. But give this place a shot. It's I think there's about 20 campsites here, all riverfront, which is awesome. And it was great. They all have fire rings and picnic tables, and there's even a kayak launch here. So this is really a great little place. And you know, right now we've got the fire going. Got some brats on the fire there, and of course my steak on the grill. So we're good to go there. We got some little sides happening. So we're doing well, and we're going to sit here and we're gonna finish this up. Probably hang around the fire for a couple hours, and then we'll see what happens. So we'll catch you guys probably in the morning. See ya. Alrighty, folks, good morning. Here we are. Dogs are up. Got a little fog this morning. Just a little bit. Hanging over the campground. And it's all good. So it's about 6 a.m. on Friday. And we're trying to get an early start this morning because Matt and Heather are crazy and their schedules on their little cross-country trip are insane, but they're rock stars. So we're going to paddle today from here down to Franklin, 4-ish hours, and then they're driving from Franklin to Fort Wayne, Indiana for the next stop on their crazy tour. And they're expecting to be in Fort Wayne by dinner time. So God bless them. More power to them. At any rate, just thought I'd give a little shout of here's the creek. We had a good night last night. Surprisingly, no trains went by on the tracks. We had a couple yesterday, but nothing went by during the night, which really surprised me. Water level has dropped even more since yesterday, so we'll see what we get. Might be a little slower going. All right, we're on the water at 9:50.
Oh, man.
10, 11, 12, 1. Well, we don't need to stop for a long lunch break if you don't want to.
We'll get there when we get there. Nothing has really gone to plan this whole trip, so.
It never is. That's why you schedule buffer days.
That's right.
Or as they call it in through hiking, zeros. It's always good to schedule a couple of zeros.
Yep. I'm glad we had some between our house and Heather, because we had a deadline, but it worked. Because
Yeah.
we had 2 days that were zeros.
So hi folks, you guys just caught that whole thing, huh? So here's what we did. Heather and Matt put in at the campsite. And then I drove down here, left my truck at the Utica launch, and met them. It's only about 500 yards. But there's probably a dozen people in line at the boat launch. So we went here, and it's mud, it's a quagmire. Matt lost his shoes. It's a mess. So we'll see how this thing pans out. But bottom line, we're back on the river. We're doing Utica to Franklin. One map says it's 8 miles, another map says it's 10 miles. We don't know. We'll get there when we get there, and life will be good.
And tell your subscribers there, Bert, if you can't laugh at situations like this, you're doing it wrong.
Absolutely. If you ain't laughing, you're not having fun. Right? All right, guys, we'll check in a little bit. So folks, so far, we're probably not even a mile in yet, but this is a really pretty, totally different vibe from yesterday. A lot of little islands and narrow channels to go through, and it's just really pretty so far. And the water's moving a lot faster than yesterday, so far more enjoyable. lunch break. I think we're probably about 6 miles in, maybe a little more. Water's been moving pretty good. Dogs need to stretch their legs. What'd you guys say, huh?
Talking.
What are you barking at?
Must mean something. I don't know
What are you barking at? Huh? Nice little spot here. Got a big down tree I'm getting ready to fish. Big blues hanging out over there. So we're pretty good. Nice spot, enjoying this day. I think we got about another 4 or 5 miles to go. We'll check in soon. All right, folks, lunch is over. Final stretch, we probably got about 3 or 4 miles to go. We don't know. We don't know that. We're just above Polly's Rapids, though. Polly's Rapid is a better name for it. Saw it driving by, and it's kind of it looked like a poor excuse for a rapid. So why they chose to name that, I'll never know. But at any rate, once we make this turn up here, we'll be next to the road for the rest of the way, and headed into Franklin, and then through the town of Franklin, and then ultimately we will get out at the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission launch on 4th Street, 4th and Elk, and that'll be it. And we'll be done. So I'm guessing maybe another 60 to 90 minutes on the water. Should be a good time.
Yeah, I'll walk it up.
I'm not coming here and missing Polly's Rapid.
Well, since Bert still has shoes, he's going to walk it up.
Uh-oh.
I think Heather's going to hang back and maybe take pictures.
There you go. I'll see if I can do that. Uh-oh. Fin overboard. Here we go. Woo! Polly's Rapid sideways. Yay! Yay! We went through Polly's Rapid sideways. Finn probably had the best ride of all of us. Well, that was it, huh? We were on the wrong side of the island, didn't realize Polly's Rapid was right there. So we got back up, and I was hoping to be able to get past it and come down straight at it, but it was pretty deep right there, and I couldn't walk it, so I just jumped in the boat, and it is what it is. Alright, let's see what this little run here does. Going into the wind, so I'm not sure how fast it'll be, but I'm looking, and the water looks like it really moves against the wall, so I'm going to try to play pretty close to shore here, so it's not too shallow. Wow, you should feel the cold air coming out of there. Wow, that's like a blast of cold air. Pretty cool. Here's an old buttress from an old bridge. Pretty cool. So I'm guessing that there was probably a bridge that went, you know, from land, came across, and then the railroad tracks are over there. So probably my guess is it was some kind of yard or something on the land side, and they would either load or unload trains in there. But folks, I don't know what the road is above us, and then there's a railroad bridge right next to it, and you can see, and the buttresses on that railroad bridge, they don't look like they're in too good a shape. This one looks like it's been redone, but still, they don't look too healthy. But you gotta figure, coal and steel in those trains going over it, that's what we have. Okay. So here it is, we're coming up on it here, guys. So we are right now in about the last 100 yards of French Creek. And then coming in from my left is the Allegheny River. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so here we are at the end of French Creek. And then coming in over here, this is the Allegheny. Now the Allegheny River, I believe the Allegheny is going to flow from here all the way down to Pittsburgh. And look at this, it's kind of cool. I don't know if you can make it out on video, but you can actually see the difference in the color. See, there's a line out there that separates the two bodies of water. See that changeover? Where it goes from like a brownish tint to more of a green tint of the Allegheny. Very cool. That's pretty wild. So I don't know how far up the Allegheny. I don't know where it starts. But, you know, we're looking north up there where it starts, or where it comes from. And then down here, you know, the Allegheny is going to flow down here from, here it goes all the way down to Pittsburgh. And I'm going to make a statement, but I got a feeling I'm wrong. I believe the Allegheny ultimately joins the Ohio River. And then the Ohio River at some point meets the Mississippi. Wrong. At any rate, this is the confluence right here, which is very cool.
This way? Well, absolutely.
So you guys want to give a quick shout out to your own channel?
Sure.
What's Wanna-Go all about? Uh-oh.
So, Wanna-Go is really all about these two boys, because anytime we're going to go out, we say, hey Chewie, Finn, you want to go? And yes, they want to go. It doesn't really matter what I say next. It's kayaking, it's hiking, it's camping, and these are the stars of the show. I mean,
absolutely.
Let's be honest now.
It's an adventure channel. Adventuring with dogs.
It's always about the dogs.
Always about the dogs. And, you know, we're doing this crazy cross-country adventure. And how do you do that with dogs? You know, like, so many people I know have dogs and like, oh, I want to go on a vacation. Well, I'll find a boarding place, or I'll find a friend that'll watch it for me. No, we're doing the crazy thing. We're bringing them with us. We're camping across the country. We're visiting parks. We're getting kisses.
So these guys started in Arizona. They did a couple of trips. They're here in Pennsylvania now, and from here they're heading out to Washington. So they are crazy. So folks, make sure you check out their channel, Wanna-Go, W-A-N-N-A, go. And you'll find Matt and Heather and Chewie and Finn. Check them out. Alright guys, so here we go. We are at the Pennsylvania Fish and Road Commission launch, Franklin, Pennsylvania. That's a wrap on another Bert's adventure.